Greetings and salutations, lovely, lovely, baneful brethren. This is the Toxis Pod. I'm Stacy.
And I'm Hannah.
And Hannah just found something very, very interesting while perusing her cellular device.
Okay, so listen to this. Super funny, super interesting.
Super Canadian.
Canadian search and rescue teams mistook a man singing Nickelback while hiking in British Columbia as cries for help. A solo hiker near Kelowna boulder fields unknowingly caused a full-blown rescue mission, all because he was singing Nickelback at the top of his lungs. Two hikers mistook his passionate performance for cries for help and called emergency services. Central Okanagan Search and Rescue quickly responded with officers, ground teams, and even a drone, only to find the guy perfectly fine just vibing in the woods with his own forest concert.
Do you think he was fucking playing air guitar and shit?
I hope not.
I want to be a rock star, you know?
Like, I would never sing Nickelback that aggressively.
No.
Never mind that passionately and aggressively in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere. That's extraordinarily ridiculous.
Loud enough to incite a full-on rescue mission.
Can you imagine how many tax dollars were wasted?
My. Fine. Well, I think if he gets busted for that, like, not busted, but charged for the whole rescue mission, Nickelback should pay it for him.
Or the other hikers that called them.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't him. He was just doing his thing. He was just fucking grooving in the middle of the woods.
The fuck is wrong with you? Don't you listen to Canadian rock?
Jesus. So aggressive.
Okay, so now we need someone rescued singing The Hip and the Guess Who and fucking Neil Young. Yeah, that's what we need. So how you doing, Hannah?
Well, pretty good.
How's life treating you?
Could be better, could be worse, could be rich, could be poor.
Yeah. I like the sound of rich.
Rich
I would
good.
love to be rich.
I would love to be rich too.
So, Hannah and I got some tattoos this past week.
Some.
Well, she got a lot because
That's generous.
she's legit addicted now, I guess. But so I will explain mine and then you explain yours, yes?
Sure.
Okay. So I got my Toronto Maple Leaf tattoo on my left upper arm. Touched up, and it's fucking sexy. And then we got matching tattoos. It's the goddess symbol in witchery. You know, the full moon and the two waning moons on the sides. Pardon me. And some other little, you know, stars around it and stuff like that. Doodads.
And whatnots.
Doohickeys. Yeah. And I got a semicolon, freehand, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's really cool to have a freehand tattoo. I got a semicolon on my left hand because that means my story's not yet over, and that pertains to, you know, survivors of suicide, suicidal ideation, stuff like that.
Suicide awareness.
Suicide awareness, there you go. Don't commit suicide, guys. You're going to miss out on too much. I mean, the best things are yet to come, they say, so. Okay, Hannah. Shoot.
My tattoos, I got my original tattoo from my son on my right arm touched up. It's Call of Duty Ghostface. I got my original Rise Against tattoo touched up from 10 years ago. Favorite band. Love them. Love them so much. Haven't had the chance to listen to their new album yet, but then I got my Memorial Gears of War Omen tattoo on my left arm that says, "The strong will survive, the weak shall perish." And then, finally, on my back, on the left side, I got my Resident Evil tattoo.
What side?
On the left side of my back.
Yeah, that's a grip side.
On my shoulder. So I've gotten 5 tattoos in 72 hours, and I have to flip like a rotisserie chicken just to sleep, because there's nowhere that doesn't hurt right now.
She's kind of a pussy. I love the feeling of getting tattooed. Absolutely fucking love it. I could fall asleep to getting tattooed. That's how good it feels to me.
Well,
But I'm a bit of a freak.
honestly, if he had more slots, because our tattoo artist is moving to the United States, so that's why
fucking
we decided
Utah.
to aggressively get tattooed before he leaves. But he did say he would come back and serve his OG clients in the summers when he comes to visit.
And guess what?
So
we are part of the OG clients.
I'm planning my next 3 for when he comes back.
Whoa, see, I have so many. I have a lot of skin left, and I want it all covered. Yeah.
I'm going to avoid the really bony parts, but...
Well,
yeah.
that's everywhere on you. You weigh like 8.5 pounds.
That is not true.
Okay, sorry. 8 pounds.
128 and a half? 125, somewhere, I don't know. In between 120 and 130 anyway. Somewhere's in theirs.
So, like 8
Like
pounds,
12.
that's what I said.
Like 12.
No, 12 is the speed people drive, remember? Okay, so today we're going to be hitting something, it's a little disconcerting. Matricide, or matricide, however you would like to pronounce it.
What's matricide?
I'm glad you asked.
What? Don't sound so fake. But really, what is matricide?
Oh, you really don't know what it is?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I thought you were setting me up.
No,
I'm sorry.
I was totally not. I have no idea what matricide means.
Okay.
I'd have to look it up.
So matricide, or matricide, is the killing of one's mother.
Ooh.
Yes.
This is going to get fucked up in a hurry.
Yeah. So anyone who's truly in the true crime world, watches, listens to, reads everything, if you're anything like me, the first one you're going to think of is Edmund Kemper when you think of matricide or matricide. I'm just going to call it matricide because, yeah. However, I'm not covering him today because I want to cover him completely in his own probably three-part series, I would imagine, because there's a lot to cover with him.
The thing that I find weird about it, though, right now, is I looked up matricide. In the dictionary, it says, a man suspected of killing their mother.
Yes.
So do women not count in this?
No, they do.
But the dictionary definition says a man.
Because these aren't specific statistics, but 9 times out of the 10? What? Where did I just go? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a man doing it. Just like any violent crime, it's 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a man. So, and nothing against men, that's just the world.
Yeah, but the definition kind of excludes women.
Yeah. It shouldn't,
do we
because
ever
it
want
is
to kill
just...
our mothers?
Yeah. Yeah, not me.
No, I'm just curious, like serial killer wise, is there a lot of women that kill their moms?
Serial killer wise? Not that I know of. It's mostly spouses and, for money, mainly, women do it. And it's usually poisonings.
Very personal poisoning.
Because as a woman, we don't want to leave a mess.
Well, and we also are...
And we're not violent.
Nurturers, so we're more intimate with our violence.
Right. Yeah. Here, I'm going to nourish you as I kill you.
Yeah.
Drink this warm milk before bed.
At least
that's
we try
laced
to
with
be
cyanide
caring while we're murdering.
Exactly.
You, right?
Yeah, that's all that matters.
We could be worse. Although the poisonings with arsenic especially, that's a painful death. That's not very nice.
No. That's why they tend to do it over time with little tiny bits.
It's dragging out the process. It's terribly rude.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. I got distracted there.
Yeah. So, the killing of one's mother. So, the causes of matricide include mental illness, personality disorders, depression, and schizophrenia are quite often factors in matricide. Psychosis paired with delusions and or hallucinations can skew judgment and cause violent behavior. Not getting treatment or not adhering to medication or doctor's orders makes the risk that much greater. So you could sort of see with something like schizophrenia that someone might kill their mom.
Well, I've actually dealt with a lot of paranoid schizophrenics in my recent years too, and sometimes the strangest thing sets them off, and you don't know what they're hearing, you don't know what's going on in their mind, and you're not even paying attention to them, and shit could just be going sideways.
Just pop off, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So another factor could be relationship dynamics, obviously. A dominating mother could lead to resentment, anger, and frustration. Many perpetrators of matricide have domineering or overbearing mothers.
I was
Hence,
just
Ed
going
Kemper.
to ask, what's the percentage of matricide committers that are exposed to extreme childhood abuse?
I don't know that. You might want to...
Well,
Did you look it up already?
I sure did.
I fucking love you.
Well, you were talking, actually, and it says
Who to bomb?
The overwhelming majority of offspring arrested for killing their mothers from 1996 to 2007 were adults 18 years or older. The percentage of matricide offenders who were adults averaged 84% over the 32-year period. So 84% of them were because of childhood abuse. That's
Makes a lot of sense.
Yep. And 82% of the matricide offenders acted alone when they killed their mothers, on average. About 10 offenders were arrested each year for acting with co-defendants to kill mothers.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. There are a lot of serial killers out there, too, who had very domineering mothers, and they took it out on other people. It's usually women that they would kill.
Women that look like their mom, act like their mom?
Not necessarily just women.
Okay.
And then every time they kill,
like
they're
hair
killing their
color,
mother,
body
kind of a
type.
thing. Because when they're domineering and shit like that, they tend to be more afraid of their mother, so they're not going to actually attack their mother. You know what I mean?
It says here also, male offenders is nearly 90% of matricide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did say 9 times out of 10, so I wasn't wrong.
Nope,
Interesting.
you were definitely not.
Sometimes when a child has a hostile yet dependent relationship with mom, it can breed extremely negative feelings. Absent or passive fathers can exacerbate the mother-child relationship, which adds to the child's emotional turmoil. So another factor would be societal or cultural aspects. The patriarchal society places absurdly unrealistic expectations on mothers, which in turn a child can blame the mother for their own personal failures, which often adds to the resentment. So we could go on and on and on about the unrealistic expectations put on women, but that's for another episode, I think.
Mm-hmm. Amen, sister.
Mm-hmm. Toxic masculinity. The narrative that emotional vulnerability equals weakness can lead to some boys or men to act out violently when faced with that quote-unquote inadequacy. You know, the inadequacy of having and dealing with your feelings.
You mean being a human being?
Yes. Yes. Okay, so another one is poor impulse control. People who struggle with this can often have violent outbursts. This becomes all the more apparent when coupled with mental illness or substance abuse. And then you put mental illness and substance abuse together, and ooh.
That's a melting pot ready for disaster.
Mm-hmm. Substance abuse on its own is known to impair one's judgment and or exacerbate mental illness, which increases the chances of violence. Overkill is quite often found in matricide. Perpetrators, after the murder, often express many emotions, relief to remorse, of course. Lack of intervention and or treatment for mental health issues can be a factor in some cases, which makes sense. When I think of matricide, my mind immediately goes to the movie Psycho. The lead character, Norman Bates, kills his mother, and we eventually learn that he is a mama's boy with schizophrenia.
No way, you don't say.
Yeah, that's what I hear. However, some true stories include the Menendez brothers, who killed both their parents after being brutally abused by the father, while the mother just looked past it. Charles Whitman, the Texas sniper, he killed 16 people from the top of an Austin University tower, but before that, he killed his wife and mother to rid them of their troubles and send them to heaven.
Oh.
It's true. That's an interesting story about him, actually. We might
Cover it individually?
Mm-hmm. So, Professor of Criminology and PhD Kathleen Hyde, or Heidi, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, stated in an article for CBS News, quote, on the average, about 5 parents are killed by their biological children in the U.S. every week. Matricide and patricide are both very rare events when considered in the terms of the thousands of individuals arrested every year for murder. Killings of mothers and fathers each constitute about 1% of all homicides in the U.S., in which the victim-offender relationship is known, unquote. Anything to add? I see you looking on your cellular device.
Well, I'm actually still trying to look for the statistics on how many females commit matricide and patricide.
So, 85 to 90% of perpetrators are male.
So
we know
it's
that.
Probably a 5 to 10%. I was just trying to see if I could find some actual facts.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm going to read you a couple of quick true stories of matricide.
Okay.
On March 4th, 2005, 15-year-old Reed Galinsky was depressed when he got home from school and feeling like he wanted to kill his parents.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Because, who doesn't get that feeling when, oh man, that math test was hard, I should kill my parents.
I can't say that I've ever been depressed and irritated from school enough to want to kill my own parents.
Me either, but I guess it happens.
Wow.
Apparently.
Interesting.
Yeah. Galinsky told police that he'd been taking his brother's anti-anxiety meds regularly for a month. On March 4th, he'd taken 9 of those pills that day.
So what kind of dosage are we talking about? Like the lowest dosage anti-anxiety antidepressant, like 10 milligrams?
That's all it said was...
Because he's a teenager, right? So
yeah.
I would assume lowest dosage for teenager if he's of average size and weight.
Mm-hmm.
How old is he?
15.
So if he's not like this super giant, like ultra-sized child like mine, he's probably about 100 pounds, 120 pounds,
probably something like that,
5'6".
And I know when my youngest son had to get on the meds, they said the best ones for teenagers were Zoloft. So I guess we can presume that this is Zoloft that he's on, but who knows how old his brother is. So.
Well, yeah, and anti-anxiety antidepressants around 10 milligrams, and sometimes if they don't sit with your body properly, they can make you want to commit suicide or do the opposite effects. But
they can make you depressed.
Taking 9, even of the lowest dosage, is
that's
fucking
way too much. Was he getting high from it, or like?
You shouldn't, because an anti-anxiety antidepressant usually mellows you out and calms you down. So I don't actually know. That's insane. 9 of them. That's. Even if he was Zan's size at 220 pounds, 6'1", that's still out of
way
control.
Too much.
Way too much. So if he's half the size, which most teenagers are half the size of mine, that's intense and not good.
First, Reed looked for a hammer in order to kill his dad, but was unable to find one small enough. Small enough. After dinner, Galinsky watched a 2024 documentary about the Menendez brothers while his mom sat on the couch. Reed said that it was during the shotgun scene that he thought up the plan to kill his parents. The teenager hit his mom over the head with a barbell weight, then stabbed her 5 times. He told detectives that during the horrific assault, his mom asked, "Why?" And Reed simply replied, "Pain." Yeah.
Okay, so did she cause him pain?
I don't know. He just said pain. I don't know.
Does he want to inflict pain? I don't understand.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit of both, perhaps. Galinsky then sent his friend a picture of his dead or dying mom to a friend via Snapchat, who then called the police at around 10:30 p.m. When the cops arrived, Reed, holding the blood-soaked knife, then proceeded to, holding the blood-soaked knife, he then proceeded to drop it on the front steps. Then he asked the cops to kill him and stated, "She is dead. and she is dead from what I did. The officers also observed that Reed's clothes were covered in blood.
So where's his dad during all this?
I don't know where his dad may have been at work or something like that.
Well, because I thought he first went to look for a hammer to kill Dad.
But when his dad
so
came home, I suppose.
Assume Dad was already there.
No,
Okay.
it was just him and his mom in the house
Okay.
at that time. So
he only killed his mom, not his dad?
no, I think he planned to kill them at the same time. But then he saw that Menendez brothers thing, and then it was like, oh, I'm going to kill her right now.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So this kid hasn't gone to trial yet, because this was only on March 4th of this year. So.
Oh, I thought you said 2004, not 2024. Okay.
2025.
Oh, okay, so it's this year.
Yeah.
I thought I heard 2004.
Yeah. But apparently he's being charged with second-degree murder.
Because he didn't have a plan. It wasn't premeditated.
Well,
usually first-degree murder requires plans on paper and actual evidence.
That could be argued, though, because he came home from school thinking he wanted to kill them. And then he only killed her later that night.
Yeah, usually, though, first-degree murder, especially in the States, requires actual physical plans on papers.
Yeah.
It's
that
really
and the
hard to
fact
get a
that he was on
first-degree murder charge.
those pills. So that it might even be able to be argued down to manslaughter.
Which is not okay.
Which is not okay.
No.
But because of the pills he was on, you know that defense attorney is going to argue that he was in an altered state.
And he's a juvenile.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if I just go get fucked up on pills and go kill somebody, that means it's only manslaughter because I'm in an altered state? That's
Could be.
Fucking ridiculous.
Could be.
Anyways.
But, yeah. And I don't remember what state this was in. So, Reed Galinsky.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, so this is a different story. This happened in Mississauga, Ontario, Hannah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Canadian. Not too far from home, too.
No.
Okay.
Definitely
give it
not
to me
too
straight.
far from my home. On January 18th, 2003, in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, two sisters under the age of 18, because their names are protected under the Youth Criminal Justice Act, which,
Of course.
I mean, it's good, but it's not good, made a plan to murder their allegedly alcoholic and neglectful mother. They planned to make the murder look like an accidental drowning in the bathtub, because they wanted to claim the life insurance money. To be fair, suspicion about the mother's death did not come about for almost a year.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Almost a year.
And this was two girls?
Yep. Two sisters.
That's why.
Both under the age of 18. Well, we'll see about that in a minute.
Yeah.
On January 18th, 2003, the girls went home on their lunch hour and began plying their mom with drinks containing vodka. They also gave her 3 Tylenol 3s, which contained codeine. The girls then coaxed their mom into an already filled bathtub. The girls then donned gloves and proceeded to massage their mom. When the girls asked Mom to roll onto her stomach in order to scrub her back, Mom didn't hesitate. This is when one of the girls pushed her head underwater for about 4 minutes. This is what the girl said, about 4 minutes.
That's a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she probably would have drowned it in a minute and a half.
No, it takes longer to drown, strangle, all stuff like that.
When you're panicking, though, you breathe in...
Maybe, yeah.
You breathe in the water a lot quicker, and because you're afraid, you immediately open your mouth instead of being calm and doing the right thing and holding your breath.
True.
Fight or flight, right? Cortisol response. You panic and open your mouth and swallow a lot of water. So I guarantee if that woman was intoxicated and on a bunch of fucking Tylenol 3s, maybe two and a half
so
minutes
drowsy,
tops.
yeah. Well, maybe they just held her under there just to be sure for that long, you know? Once they confirmed that Mom was indeed dead, the girls met up with their friends at a nearby restaurant so they could both celebrate and create an alibi. Once the girls did meet up with their friends, they disclosed that they had murdered their mother. They told their friends right away.
First mistake, don't fucking tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, people are dumb.
You probably would have got away with it if you didn't tell anybody.
Upon their return home at around 10:30 p.m., the sisters called 911 and said that they had last seen their mom at around 6 p.m. They elaborated to say she was drunk and about to take a bath.
6 p.m. Wait a minute.
They had last seen their mom at about 6 p.m. That's what they told the cops.
But they killed her at lunchtime.
They came home at lunchtime, started plying her with drinks.
Oh, so they didn't actually kill her at lunchtime.
No.
I thought it meant that they did it in lunch and then went back to school and carried on.
No, they just left school at their lunch
Gotcha.
hour. And Yep. Ultimately, the cause of death was listed as accidental drowning due to alcohol intoxication. Mom had 5 times over the legal limit of alcohol in her system.
So they got her real fucked up.
And 8 times over the suggested amount of codeine in her system for her size and everything, I guess. The sisters had a 3-year-old brother that lived with undisclosed family members, and he was given $67,000 of the life insurance, while the girls who lived with their auntie were given $133,674.90.
So they got 2/3, and the son got 1/3.
Sure. Approximately 11 months later, at a party, one of the girls divulged the truth about the crime to a male friend. He then went to the cops and told them everything. The police then provided a car, which was wired for audio and video, to the male informant. Then, over the course of a month, he got more and more details about the crime. The Bathtub Girls, as they came to be known, were arrested on January 21st, 2004. So almost...
That's an actual 2004 case.
Yes. They both made taped confessions, and police found a computer that belonged to one of the sisters that contained a treasure trove of evidence. Among that evidence was information about the effects of Tylenol 3s and alcohol, and messages about plans and preparations regarding the crime and an enactment of the murder. It's been a year, and they didn't think to maybe get rid of that computer?
No, you didn't think to not even fucking look up anything on the internet or on your phone ever in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever watched a crime show ever in your life?
Right?
Never any digital, never any trails, never tell anybody.
This was 2003, so...
Still.
And they were both under 18. I don't know exactly how old they were, but...
Still.
I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but still, it's really dumb.
The first thing you don't fucking do is tell anyone.
Don't leave any kind of a trail. And don't fucking tell anyone. But girls are bad for that.
It's not rocket appliances, Ricky.
Yeah. Look at fucking Susan Atkins from the Manson family. She just blabbed it to fucking everyone.
Jesus.
Ultimately, both girls were convicted of first-degree murder and were sentenced to 6 years in custody in women's prisons and 4 years of community supervision. This was the maximum sentence for youths at the time. I don't know if it's changed at all now, but...
I would hope so.
One would hope. At the end of the trial, the presiding judge, Justice Bruce Duncan, said, quote, you're going to love this, Hannah. The 2 defendants set out to commit the perfect crime, but instead, they created the perfect prosecution. The case against them is overwhelming. It is probably the strongest case I have ever seen in over 30 years of prosecuting, defending, and judging criminal cases, unquote.
Well, yeah, the fucking reenactment on the laptop.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is
and
wrong
messages
with you?
about it, and, like, I don't know. I just can't.
And they're from Canada?
Mississauga.
That's disappointing how stupid you are.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The girls had almost $48,500 left of their portion of life insurance, and if you're the perpetrator of the crime, you cannot be the beneficiary of said crime, obviously. Right? So, that money was stripped from them and given to their little brother. So he ended up with 67,000 plus 48.5, however
So like
much that is.
110 and change?
Sure. So Sandra, the older daughter, was released in 2009, and Beth, the younger daughter, was released in 2010. As of 2020, Sandra, the older sister, graduated from university and became a scientist. The younger sister, Beth, got married, became a mother, and graduated from law school. Yep.
So one's a scientist and one's a lawyer. So now if they want to murder somebody again, they've got the skills to cover it up and or defend themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's awesome.
Yep. And if I know anything about...
And became a mother.
Canadian youth law, they got to have their names changed.
That record is gone and protected.
Yep. So even if you look if they have a speeding ticket or something, if they look anything up about them, it's just a speeding ticket they're going to see.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And she became a mother.
Is it too much to hope that her child kills her in a bathtub?
Ugh. I don't know how you do that. Like, I understand your parents can really fuck you up in your life. And, oh, by the way, they thought she was neglectful because she was a nurse and she would pull double shifts all the time.
Well,
because she's raising two fucking daughters.
Raising two kids without a husband in the picture.
And
so
that baby, too.
Has to pay.
The baby that was living with other family members. I imagine she was contributing to that child. So, yeah. Pulling double shifts.
Trying to feed your family.
Yeah.
And you murder her.
Yeah.
Huh. Because
she drank sometimes and because she was neglectful in the sense that she was always at work. But I kind of think if you're a single mom, once your kid hits about, 13, 14 years old, you sort of kind of have to rely on them to be a little more self-sufficient.
Well, you should be teaching at different age levels of chores and requirements and responsibilities as they age. So at 14 years old, my son's fully sufficient, can cook his own dinners, can do his own laundry, can do everything. I don't need to do anything.
I feel like these two girls may have been a tad bit spoiled.
Probably.
And there may have been another reason she was pulling double shifts, because she may have, quote unquote, maybe felt like she had to provide them with the designer clothes and
a very specific lifestyle.
This and that. Expensive. Yeah.
Or possibly university, college.
Yeah. Yeah, she was probably putting money away for that too. Like, we don't know. Mm-hmm. But that was their form of neglectful, I guess. Like, when my kids were young, I was a single mom, and at one point I had like fucking 2 or 3 jobs at a time, like, cleaning jobs, but 2 or 3 jobs at a time. And when I worked at Walmart, if they said, hey, can you stay an extra 3 hours? I sure can.
Well, and it wouldn't surprise me.
Because if I get more shifts, I don't have to pick between, paying the power bill and getting some food.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and on top of that, being a frontline worker for people with mental illness, with disabilities, addiction issues, homelessness, I deal with that all the time. So being a nurse, even working a single shift, the people she's going to come into contact with, the emergencies, the PTSD, the situations
we don't know.
She's dealing with, the double shifts.
It doesn't even say if she was an ER nurse in Mississauga. Holy fuck, the shit she was dealing with.
The
murders, suicides, falling from fucking high rises.
And not only that, angry people, ignorant people, people with mental illness. She's dealing with probably some of the worst of the worst on a daily basis, all day long, and then working doubles. So yet some people's way to cope is alcohol when they get home. Yep.
I imagine some of the things that, like you said, frontline workers, doctors, nurses, cops, firemen, EMTs, some of the shit they see must really fucking stay with them.
Oh yeah, lots of PTSD, lots of struggles, lots of problems.
I can't even imagine.
Going back to the first one about that Reed guy, so he's from Polonia in Rhine County, which is in Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin, okay.
Yep. So it's Wisconsin. where that trial's happening.
Interesting. I don't... He's 15. Do they... They don't have the death penalty in Wisconsin, do they?
I do not believe so. I think there's only like 2 states of the death penalty.
I know Florida does. And Texas probably does.
I was just going to say Florida.
Texas probably has it too. I don't think California has it.
Well, I will look it up. I'm just looking up the Wisconsin youth murder rules. Okay. In Wisconsin, children as young as 10 can be charged as adults for certain serious crimes, including first-degree intentional homicide, first-degree reckless homicide, and attempted first-degree intentional homicide. For these offenses, the juvenile court can transfer the case to adult court where the penalties are harsher, including potential life imprisonment for first-degree intentional homicide.
I wonder if that's what he's going to get.
Well,
I mean, 10 to 1 he's going to be tried as an adult, but I'm just wondering if the defense attorney is going to fucking weasel his way down to manslaughter or something like that.
So there's still 27 states that have the death penalty.
Fuck off, really?
Yeah, that's what the Google machine is telling me.
Do you have a list there? Can I hear them?
Well,
please.
I wonder if this is just the list over time. So Arizona, it still retains the death penalty. Florida, Alabama, Arkansas, California, Kansas.
Wait, California has the death penalty?
It has the largest death row in the United States.
I know that, but wow.
Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, Indiana, Kentucky, Missouri, Montana, Oklahoma. Colorado's death penalty was abolished in 2020, so only 5 years ago.
It's the weed. Everyone's all mellow now.
Delaware has no death row and no one on it. North Carolina, Ohio,
North Kakalaki,
Texas, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Georgia.
On my mind.
They've executed over 1,000 people since they implemented the death penalty. And finally, Mississippi.
Of course. Of course Mississippi has it.
So there's quite a few states that still have it. In California, though, there's been no execution since 2006.
Yeah, I know.
Even though they have the largest death row in the United States.
I know. They just fucking leave them sitting there and let their taxpayers fucking pay for it.
Nebraska is the only state that has a death penalty that without lethal injection.
What do they have?
Probably electric chair would be my guess.
That's what they should have. Lethal injection is bullshit. John Wayne Gacy should not have gotten lethal injection with the torture he put those young men and boys through. He should not have been allowed to just go to sleep peacefully and then die. Like, fuck that.
So currently, right now in Nebraska, there are 10 men on death row, and they have not executed anyone since 1997.
Oh my God.
And they lost the ability to carry it out for lethal injections due to drug expiration. Yeah.
Apparently those drugs are really expensive, too.
Yeah, electrocution.
Just
That's their choice.
Just like Bundy went. Fried chicken. What is your stance on the death penalty? How do you feel about the death penalty? You for, against, what?
I'm definitely for if you deserve it. 100%
But,
for if you deserve it.
See, I'm 80% for the death penalty. But I worry about mistakes, especially stupid little clerical mistakes that might happen. Human mistakes.
About putting the wrong person in jail?
About putting the wrong person to death, yes.
Yeah.
That,
I don't disagree with that.
That worries me a little bit.
But I think people who straight up commit brutal, awful crimes, there shouldn't even... Why are you leaving them sit on death row for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 years? What the fuck's the purpose of that? It's literally just a waste of tax dollars. If somebody, like, say, Ted Bundy, brutally murders and fucking rapes all these women, Do the trial. He's found guilty. Execute him the following week. Why are people sitting and costing people money?
Because there are so many appeals that have to be gone through before.
The process needs an overhaul.
Yeah.
You need to stop wasting tax dollars and stop funneling money into people that shouldn't be allowed to live. And people like murderers, rapists, pedophiles, like the worst of the worst.
Yep.
There shouldn't even be a question. You should just euthanize them. Done. Bye.
Yeah.
Throw them in a fucking ditch
but
and
not,
be done with it.
Euthanize sounds too nice.
No, you know what I mean, though.
No, I just want to make it clear to people. Euthanize sounds too nice.
Yeah. You know, the nice, cute sleep that we give to our animals that we care about and we love, but more violent. Hopefully their veins burn the whole time. Yeah. Because I don't understand the purpose of funneling fucking millions of tax dollars for fucking anywhere from 5 to 50 years, leaving these fuckers sit and rot.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either.
Awful.
Because, like, Edmund Kemper's still on death row in California.
How long has he been on death row?
Early 80s.
Yeah.
Late 70s. No, late 70s. 70s, yeah.
So that's 50 fucking years.
Yeah.
50 years of feeding this son of a bitch every day, of clothing him, of showering him, of fucking having the lights on. Like, what for? What is the purpose of that?
Yeah.
Fucking kill it. Take
Richard
it outside
Ramirez
and
died
fucking run it
on
over
death row.
with a car.
Yeah.
Just fucking take him out there, run him over, go back and forth 2 or 3 times. Done. That's fucking $0 right there.
Yeah.
Why?
Or do what they used to do in Russia. Russia and China, I believe. Firing squad. And then they send the bill for the bullet to the family.
Yeah. Like, why 3 square meals a day, fucking lights, clothes, this, that, for him to have
And
books?
a lot of them are getting their fucking educations while they're in there. For what? You're not getting out.
I don't understand the purpose.
You think you're getting out to become an engineer? No, you're not.
Do you know how much money you could save? Like, it's fucking ludicrous, and I don't understand it.
I don't get it either. Just kill them. Like the Edmund Kempers, the Roy Norrises of the world, the Kenneth Bianchis. These are people still on death row from like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, and do the math.
Brutal fucking serial killers. Brutal.
Yeah.
And they're still sitting on death row. Herbert Mullen, still on death row.
How many tax dollars that fucker costs? I wonder how many tax dollars one fucking prison inmate costs.
Let's see. On death row. And I imagine it varies from state to state as well.
Well, even if we can get an average idea, right? So this says, this is Amnesty International.
Okay.
I don't know how accurate it is. It says death penalty cost. Rough projections, the Commission estimates the annual cost of the present system is $137 million per year.
For all of death row?
The present system after implementations of reforms is $232 million. And a maximum system, which imposes a maximum penalty of lifetime incarceration instead of the death penalty, is $11.5 million. So, can you imagine the cost savings, the tax dollar savings? Listen to this. In 2003, legislative audit in Kansas found that the estimated cost of a death penalty case was 70% more than the cost of a comparable non-death penalty case. Death penalty cases were counted through to the execution a median cost of $1.26 million per prisoner. Non-death penalty cost case were counted to the end of incarceration and average about $740,000 per prisoner.
Wow.
So take that. If, let's say, this particular guy that's been on death row for 50 years came from that exact state, so 1.26. So that's $63 million for this one person to sit here and eat and breathe and exist. What could you do with that money to actually look after Americans? You know, the low-income families, the people who need food stamps.
Maybe infrastructure
roads,
even.
Infrastructure, hospital staff, people to actually help people. And that's one prisoner.
Yeah. Maybe they could have socialized health care like we do. But a lot of them don't want it, so I don't know.
I'm just saying, it's a colossal waste of money. If
If it's
clearly fucking guilty and it should die, fucking get rid of it. You shouldn't be allowed to appeal if you cut your mother's head off and fuck the fucking hole in it.
Yeah.
Like that, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I always say,
Blows
like,
my fucking mind.
testing things on animals and shit. Test it on the fucking death row inmates. They ain't going nowhere. They got nothing to do.
Yeah, instead of healthy people starving and having to do drug trials to get extra money and food stamps, why don't you test it on the shitty people that deserve to die and just help out your fellow fucking citizens?
Oh, but human rights. If we do stuff like that, we're no better than the killers. They didn't think of that when they were killing these fucking
I disagree.
poor people.
I don't think he felt that way when he was cutting his mom's head off.
People like the Bible so much. An eye for an eye, motherfucker. You torture, you get tortured. That's how I look at it. And I don't believe in the Bible. But you want to torture, you're going to get tortured.
Yeah, I just can't understand prisons and death row. It's incredible. The amount of money that's just flushed down the toilet that could actually look after the people in your country, whether it be Canada, whether it be the States, whether it be anywhere. Yeah. It's fucking ludicrous, and I don't get it.
Once they exhaust all their appeals...
How many appeals are you allowed?
I don't know. I imagine you do get the one appeal to be on, like, to die or get life in prison or whatever. But I imagine there's state appeals and federal appeals.
The United States has a multi-tiered court system with an established appeal system that allows the parties to challenge decisions made by lower courts. Generally, appeals progress from trial courts to intermediate appellate courts and potentially to the Supreme Court. Appeals focus on legal errors made by the lower courts, not a retrial of the facts.
Yeah, so once they exhaust all those...
Yeah, it doesn't say how many or how many different types.
Once all the appeals are exhausted, and you know, okay, well, I'm going to die, then kill them.
Yeah, get it done. Do it
give
like
them
Nebraska.
A week to maybe, let's be nice though. We'll give them a week to say goodbye to their families and shit like that, and then see ya.
And just make sure you do it like Nebraska and use the electric chair.
Yeah. Yeah. Or hanging or something like that. No more this lethal injection bullshit pisses me off. Ugh. Anyway, Canada doesn't have the death penalty, and
sad news,
I mean, people here, let's say Robert Picton, Willie Picton, if you will. He killed 49 women. He said he killed 49 women.
We have that on a...
Because he wanted to get 50. Oh, we're going to, but everyone knows this. He was only tried for a few of them. It doesn't matter how many murders you're tried for in Canada. Sure, you get, convicted of 6 counts of first-degree murder, but you're only sentenced to 25 years. That's it. You may get 25 years for each murder, but they're served, not consecutively, they're all served together. It's all lumped into that.
Simultaneously?
Yes, thank you. All lumped into 25 years.
I don't agree with that. I think each one should add on. It should add up.
Yep.
It should be a fucking tally.
Yep. But that's the Canadian justice system right there.
Well, my buddy Mark from Georgia the other day sent me a reel on Instagram, and it's the U.S. police system versus the Canadian police system. And the Canadian police basically say, they just want to steal your car, so just leave your car keys right by your front door, and then if they break in, just let them take your keys and just let them go, because that's probably what they want. And the States, they're like, you get out your gun and you shoot them. Yeah. Like, what, Canada? Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. If you're breaking into my house, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Because we're a quote-unquote peacekeeping country, which I like that about us. I like that we don't actively start wars with people and shit like that. But
yes, but we can't even protect ourselves.
No.
We don't have, as the homeowners and as the people being invaded or being broken into, it's more likely that we will be arrested for hurting the intruder. It's fucking insanity.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something right now. My knife block is right by my front door. If someone breaks into my place, you're getting fucking gutted.
100%. There's a baseball bat at my door. Try me.
If I have to go to prison, then I go to prison, but you're not stealing my shit and you're not hurting my kid.
Mm-hmm. Amen, sister.
Or my little fur babies. Okay, on that note, after us threatening to kill people breaking into our houses.
It's getting out of control.
There's a reason this is called Toxis. We are toxic. Not really. We're not actually toxic.
No,
I think some of our ideals and beliefs and
Our
stuff
idealism?
might be a bit toxic to some people, but I mean, fucking deal or whatever, that's... I'm 50 years old. I ain't changing now.
Not yet.
Almost 50 anyway.
Only 49.
Yeah. Almost 50.
Oh.
So right after we're done recording this one, our beautiful brethren, we are recording a bonus episode that is going on Ko-fi.com. Give me the whole thing. Hannah, please.
That would be kofi.com/toxispod.
Yes. It's going to be going on there, so be sure to check us out over there. And I'm going to hand this shit over to Hannah Banana now.
Well, you kind of stole my ending here. So
I'm sorry.
All I can think of.
Do you want me to rewind?
Thanks for tuning in. We explored Matricide today and a little bit of random ranting about execution and a little bit off the fucking handle in another direction that we shouldn't have been, but that's okay. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe, review, drop a like, download. If you want to help fund our toxicity, as we said before, just jump on over to kofi.com/toxispod. And next week, we'll probably be doing some more Reddit stories. Maybe some Am I the Assholes, Am I the Devils, Bridezillas, fun stuff.
I might try to find some good mother-in-law ones.
Ooh, that'll be good. So, don't miss it. And we'll see you then, baneful brethren.
Goodbye for now. Ha ha ha. Okay, bye.